to another video. It's been about a week since I've done any kind of real video, so I'm happy to be back. Some fun, quick news. If you haven't already, check out over on the Canadian Stud Muffins channel. That's Canadian Stud Muffin, S-T-U-D Muffin. It's one word. You all probably know who I'm talking about. I just recently did a live stream with him and my friend Glenn Kellaway from the basement, and we discussed the new Beatles Let It Be documentary, Get Back. And if time allows, I will be joining them again this coming Saturday, December the 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, to do it all again. And I'll also be there with Robert from Robert's on My Turntable. So check that out at 4 o'clock on Saturday. Again, that's Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I've just kind of been in a flurry of things with work and Christmas coming up. I've got my tree up in my new place, so that's been kind of my priority. Just family time, things like that. So over the past few weeks, couple of months, I've been collecting some records and a lot of CDs. Got great deals on just about everything that I'm about to show you. So I'm just going to show you what I've accumulated in the past few months. We'll start with the two records. The first one I've already showed in another video. This is Surf and Burn, the Blue Stingrays. I'm not going to pull out the vinyl because, like I said, I've done a video on that already. It's a blue vinyl, really pretty, and it's just instrumental surf music performed by several members of the Heartbreakers and Mudcrutch, Tom Petty's two former bands, and just really cool 60s style surf music. So that's my first record. The second record is one more seasonal. This is called Socks by J.D. McPherson, and it's a really, really good record. Just great rockabilly style music. It's modern, but if you don't know J.D. McPherson, check him out. If you like the Stray Cats or Eddie Cochran or Gene Vincent or any of those guys, he's cut from that same cloth. And it's all original Christmas music, so it's not the same, boring music that you might get, washed up with. Really cool record, very rocking, and the vinyl is very cool as well. It's a like a snowball splattered vinyl. It probably looks cool coming through the Christmas tree there. So, and I'm an old soul, if you can't tell. On my Christmas tree, I still use tinsel, so I know that's kind of uncommon these days. And moving right along to the CDs, those are my only two records. My friend Jeff over at Calico Silver was talking about his box sets recently and was discussing this box set, which I did not have. This is another self-portrait by Bob Dylan. I have the compacted version of this with the 2-disc version. However, this version has all of those songs plus a remastering 2013 of Self-Portrait, Dylan's album, as well as the 1969 Isle of Wight concert that he did with the band. And at that concert, you had, 3 of the Beatles were there, minus Paul McCartney, and their wives. I think Keith Richards was there somewhere else, maybe Clapton, but really good. It's one of my favorite bootlegs by Dylan, and this just has all the extra goodies in it. So thank you, Jeff, for that inspiration. All right, so I've got two stacks of CDs here. The first stack I'm going to show are non-Christmas related, and the second stack are going to be Christmas related. So the first on this list, no order, this is the newest album by Willie Nelson called Family, and what's called the Willie Nelson Family. And so it has daughter, granddaughter, his sister Bobby, and then his 2 sons, Lucas and Michael, and Paula and Raylan Nelson, I think are the 2. And it's got some great covers on here. Some lead vocals are taken by Lucas and Micah, And for you Beatles fans, Lucas does a killer version of All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. They also have um, Family Bible, which Willie sang years ago. Um, Heaven and Hell, Why Me by Chris Christopherson. Lucas sings lead on that. Um, In God's Eyes, I Saw the Light. Keep It on the Sunny Side, which Micah sings, as well as I Thought About You, Lord. Too Sick to Pray. Just great stuff. It's a great record. Willie Nelson, I get all of his new stuff, and I'm really a big fan of Lucas, so check that out, especially if you like the Beatles, because All Things Must Pass. The next two are EPs that were a Black Friday sale. They were like $5 a piece by one of my favorite bands, the Wood Brothers. This is the first EP. It's called Live Volume 1 Sky High. I believe it came out in 2013, just before their the Muse record came out. So you have Chris and Oliver Wood and John O. Ricks, just great Americana music. This has some great songs on it. And then here's the second volume, which came out later that year. Volume 2 is called Nail and Tooth. Great version of Ain't No More Cain. And then the last song, Atlas, is great. And I love the Wood Brothers. I see them every time I can when they come by my neck of the woods. Next is the other new album that I have in my collection here. This is Raise the Roof, the new album from Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. Very kind of spooky Americana. It's got some great covers on here. It's all covers with the exception of one song that Robert Plant co-wrote with the producer T-Bone Burnett called High and Lonesome. They do a version of The Price of Love by the Everly Brothers. Alan Toussaint's Trouble with My Lover. Ola Bell Reed's You Led Me to the Wrong. That's a really cool song. And if you like their first album, this one is slightly better, I think. And my friend Glenn agrees with me. So check it out if you like Americana. Next, here's another group that I really love that are not well known enough. This is Good Old War, live from the City of Brotherly Love. It's another Americana folky kind of trio. They're really cool. The guitarist, Dan, he is just fantastic. Dan Schwartz is his name. And just great tunes of all their songs. It came out when their third album came out, I believe. It was that tour. So it's got some stuff up to the third album. Really good live stuff. Next, this was also a recommendation thanks to somebody on YouTube. Once again, my friend Glenn Kellaway. This was a CD I wanted to get. I heard about it when it came out, but I kind of forgot about it, and then Glenn mentioned it. This is Johnny Cash live at the Carousel Ballroom, April 24th, 1968. And this is a Bears Sonic Journals release, meaning it's released by the Owsley Stanley Foundation. Of course, Owsley, if you Grateful Dead folks know all about Owsley, he was known for his questionable substances that he partook in. However, he was also well known in the music biz for his sound equipment and his sound setups. And so his label, his publisher, his family are releasing live albums that were done with his sound equipment. And this is great. I mean, this is like Johnny Cash right off the heels of San Quentin and Live at Folsom. It opens with Cocaine Blues, Long Black Veil, Orange Blossom Special. He does some Dylan songs, One Too Many Mornings, Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. He does a few other songs, and then his wife, June Carter, comes out to do Jackson, Tall Lover Man. She does some like little clips of Carter family songs. Long-Legged Guitar Picking Man is really good. And then they jump into Ring of Fire, Big River, Don't Take Your Guns to Town, and finish off with I Walk the Line. And Johnny's in top form, and there's some great liner notes. I haven't read them all. Bob Weir from the Grateful Dead contributes. John Carter Cash, their son, contributes. Check this out. It's very, very good. Next up is a lesser known Bee Gees album. Yes, I'm a Bee Gees fan. This is kind of their country, one of their country folky albums. It's called Cucumber Castle. It was named after a TV special of the same name, hence the reason that Barry and Maurice are dressed up like chivalrous knights. Um, this was the only album made under the Bee Gees name without Robin. Robin quit to try to do a solo record. He put out a solo record. I think it came out the same time as this and actually kind of battled this on the charts. But great vocals by Barry. The last song, Don't Forget to Remember. The songs I-O, I-O, Then You Left Me is beautiful. The Lord. Bury Me Down by the River is fantastic. It's a really, really good record. Don't think of the Bee Gees as just Saturday Night Fever, but disco. They had a lot of influences, and this album shows it. If you like folk, country rock, check out Cucumber Castle. Next, this is the MGM Singles Collection by Mickey Dolenz, released on 7A Records. 7A is a great label that releases archival monkey goodies. It's got all of Mickey's singles and a ton of bonus tracks. Just really good, Mickey Dolenz. And I've also done a video on this, so I'm not going to go into depth, but this is the first ABBA album in over 40 years. This is their album Voyage. Yes, Glenn, I like ABBA. It's a very good record. Whoops, that's the hype sticker. So check out Voyage. And let me just run through these really quick. I was going to do 2 separate videos, but I thought I would just run through all these very quickly. These are all my new Christmas albums. They're all very cheap records, like $5 or so. This is Tony Bennett with the Count Basie Orchestra, big band, A Swingin' Christmas, one of my favorites. I had this at home before I moved to my new place, and it was my family, so they kept that copy, and I wanted a copy of my own. So it's a great record. I think it's fairly recent, 2008, so it's older Tony, but very good. Next is The Christmas Spirit, Johnny Cash, great record. I'll actually be singing one of these songs soon for a Christmas program at my church. The song, We Are the Shepherds, really cool. Next, I'd never had this compilation. This is White Christmas, Bing Crosby. You've all seen it before. Then the Christmas Song album by Nat King Cole. It's got 19 tracks, including the duet he did. Well, the duet that Natalie Cole put out later of the Christmas song with her dad. It's a duet. Then I wanted a CD copy of Socks by J.D. McPherson, so I got that, and I've been playing it nonstop. It's a party. Check it out. Again, if you like 50s music, check it out. It's all upbeat too. It's great. Next is Merry Christmas by Johnny Mathis, one of the seminal Christmas voices ever, Mr. Johnny Mathis. Next is Merry Christmas, Love Elvis. It's a compilation. It's okay. I was actually kind of disappointed with it when I listened to it. I just listened to it yesterday. I was in traffic in the interstate, and a lot of this is pulled from like late 60s Elvis and early 70s, so it's all kind of, a lot of it's kind of hokey sounding. There's some stuff from the Elvis Christmas album, like Santa Claus is Back in Town, Blue Christmas, but it's not the best, so I don't recommend that. This is the newest record from Steve Perry of Journey, and I wasn't going to get this, but I saw a review from my friend Paul, Psycho's Platters, and he talked very highly of this, and this is called The Season. It's just 8 tracks, but it's a fun little record. Plus, it comes with a little Christmas card from the Target exclusive. Next is the Andy Williams Christmas album. Andy Williams, again, another Christmas classic. Happy Holiday, of course, was huge for him. It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. He does a fantastic version, obviously. Sweet Little Jesus Boy, it's a beautiful song. Not played enough. Next is It's Christmas Time Once More, Davy Jones. I got this from Davy Jones's website. They make a few copies every Christmas to put out. It usually sells out. It was produced by Chip Douglas, of course, a huge Monkees guy, and it's got some originals and some Christmas standards on it. So, and also Mickey Dolenz sings background vocals, as well as Coco, his sister, and Chip Douglas is all over this record as well. So, Monkees fans, It's Christmas Time Once More. You can get this really cheap on his website. And lastly, I got this vinyl earlier in the summer, but I wanted the CD. This is the classic Charlie Brown Christmas, Vince Guaraldi Trio. This is the remastering from 2012. It's got the original album as well as 3 bonus tracks, green sleeves. It's got the Great Pumpkin theme as well as the Thanksgiving theme from those specials. So you can't have Christmas without Vince Guaraldi and the Peanuts. I think that's everything. I soared through those. I had a bunch. Again, that's just from over the past few months. I've cut myself off at this point, waiting for Christmas to come around. And we'll see, what Christmas brings. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. I've gotten several subscribers over the last few days, about 15 or 20. So thank you all for that. Again, remember to check me out on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern on the Canadian Stud Muffins channel. I'll be doing a live stream with Roberts on my turntable and Glenn Kelloy from the basement. So thank you all very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you all very soon. Enjoy the upcoming Christmas holiday season. Take care, everyone.